going on, everybody? Joel here from State 48 Exotics, and how about we just go ahead and check out some snakes. What's up, everybody? So today's video, we're gonna kind of just check out some snakes. I wanted to do a quick update on one of the clutches that we had. I told everybody that we were gonna follow this clutch from the start to the finish. So we have officially finished. Every one of the snakes have sold. So we'll do a little quick recap of that. And then actually, in lighter news, we went to a reptile show recently. So we'll go ahead and maybe cue some of those clips real quick.
Does it half cock its head a little bit when it moves?
I haven't noticed that.
Okay, notice that too.
Yeah. Dude, that thing is dope. What do they eat?
They just eat like, it's rapashi and Pangea. It's just like a baby food.
Oh, okay. What do you think, dude?
Hey, tell Joel what you
You
think.
can.
What do you think?
That makes him a little.
So the Arizona show was, it was a ton of fun. Obviously, it was in a smaller building, so that was kind of a bummer, but there were bigger fish to fry, obviously, with everything that's going on, you know, in the world right now. So they had to move to a different venue, which was kind of smaller. There wasn't as many people as there usually is there, but, you know, given all the circumstances, I feel like it was great. You know, they did the best they could, and there was actually a lot of cool animals there, as you've seen. One of the other big pickups we got there was this shirt. My man Marvin over there at Elegant Anomaly hooked us up with this shirt, dude. Super pumped on that. It's next level. Obviously, that's the brand. His brand is next level too, if you believe it or not. But you all definitely need to go over there and check out his YouTube channel. He's picked up the pace immensely. He's posting all the time, so at least gives you something to watch. So for sure, head on over there and check him out. He also has a pretty cool Instagram. You need to see that as well. So having said all of that, let's give a quick little update on the snakes here that we had for sale. They're all gone. We have sold every snake from this past season. Huge thank you to all of you. There is nothing left except for holdbacks here now, so pretty epic. Having said all of that, there is the elusive pastel ivory clutch that we've talked about. We were gonna follow along the whole way. Obviously, every one of those snakes were sold, but to give a recap of what that clutch actually was, we were trying to prove out a pied male that I had. He was yellow belly or gravel. We all knew it was gravel, right? But really needed to prove that out, and we got validation to that when we hit a bunch of pastel highways when we paired him with this recent pickup girl that we had from actually an Anaheim show earlier in 2000. I guess it was the first part of 2020. And she paired, laid 7 eggs. Of those 7 eggs, we got 5 pastel highways, which was crazy. Of those 5 pastel highways, we had 4 females, 1 male. They were all 100% het for pied. If you really want to know the price of the animals, you can jump over to morphmarket.com. You can look up sold animals on there, and you can check it out. But I will say, extremely fortunate, extremely grateful. We hit incredible odds, and we have an incredible support system here with a lot of people, you know, really believing in what we're doing here. And just thank you all so much, because that was a killer clutch. So much so that we are going to repeat the pairing because I have a little bit of seller's remorse. Definitely miss a few of those females that I let go, because they're the coolest pastel highways that we've ever produced here. You know, not that we've produced a whole bunch, but they're awesome. So I want to do that again. So we have already actually had a lock with that. So I'm super excited for that. And so I guess to jump a little bit onto this season, I kind of wanted to do a little bit of updates on our former season. You know, 2019, we hatched out some really cool snakes, a bunch of snakes that actually were then proved to be gravel. So I have these 2 gravel pieds here that are pinstripe, gravel pinstripe pieds. I have 2 gravel pinstripe pieds here. They look completely different, which is crazy. So I just kind of wanted to show you how they were aging. Kind of unique to see that. Not a lot of older snakes I feel like are showing off a lot, but these 2 in particular I feel like are just, they're still stunning. Obviously not up to full size, but let's check those out really quick. Okay, so this is the first girl up. This is the gravel pinstripe pied. There was no other genes at play in the pairing, so this is the only thing it could be. Super orange. You know, definitely browned out a little bit, but I love how it's giving that really bold, dark outline just along the entire snake. So that's a super cool thing that I think gravel and pinstripes interacting really well with. We're still getting a little bit of pattern actually down the neck, which is kind of cool. A lot of times pinstripe will end up almost reducing entirely the pattern sometimes when you get it really mixed in with one of these morphs. But so this is her really quick. Now let's grab the other girl for comparison. Okay, so I don't know if it's going to show up exactly as planned, but this is the other girl to kind of show the difference between the 2. I just feel like much more bright. You know, I think in my opinion this is kind of a better example. I love how we're still getting a ton of like bold pattern kind of going through here. We're still getting a lot of that black outline around the edges of the pattern. Just this is a really excellent example to me, and she happens to be the one who eats the most, so never a bad thing. She rarely misses a meal. But let's pull them out really quick, both of them together, so you can kind of get maybe a better idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, so there you go. I feel like this girl here is a lot more rusty, whereas this girl has a lot more kind of like pastel-y colors kind of coming through, especially like right here you can really see you know, those yellows that are coming through there, whereas this girl here definitely a lot more orange to her, a lot more browns. So I don't know, just interesting, but nonetheless this is a project I'm super amped for. Super gravel pinstripe pieds, that's what we're going for. I think that's going to be I think that's gonna be a wicked looking snake. So as you can imagine, super excited for that project. I really like gravel. We got really lucky here and produced a couple of super gravel pieds these past couple of years, and even luckier that male proved out, which made those gravel pinstripe pieds. You know, I don't think I've ever really seen anybody offer those up for sale. I'm sure they do exist, but I'm super excited. Obviously for pinstripe pied project in general, I think it brings a lot of the pattern back. We still get a cool color to work with. So yeah, really pumped to see what we can do with those girls. I think we do have a little bit for them to go. So maybe next season, 2022, we might be able to get some cool pairings out of that. But needless to say, super excited for that. There's one more update I want to give everybody, and it's the pieds that are Poshet Sunsets. Let's see if there's any standout between the 2 to you guys. Here's pied number 1. This is a female. She in her own right is pretty incredible looking. It's just, you know, I don't know, just super clean pieds. They're very bright for just kind of your normal pieds. Really pretty head, really pretty pattern. Super excited about that. And obviously they're females, so that's not a problem. Okay, so now we got this girl here all day, right? Like there's a huge difference between these 2 snakes. This isn't just like me wishing. So, you know, to me, between the 2 of these, I really think this girl will definitely be proving at sunset. She is really bright. That's a great looking snake, you know, in her own right. So I don't know, it's pretty crazy what maybe some influences can do to these animals. I mean, that's a great looking animal. This is a great looking animal. Yeah, I don't know. What do y'all think? And there it is. There's those sunset het pieds, or pied Poshet Sunsets. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, you know, the differences between those 2 snakes. I've feel like they stand out quite a bit. They're both 66%. So I don't know, if I was a betting man, I would definitely say one is 100% and the other is 66%. So I don't know, we'll see, but I would love to hear y'all's insight into that. What's your opinion on that? Is that just, is it just a pretty pied? I would love to hear. I would love to hear what everybody thinks about that, because I think it's just massively different than the other snakes. So something, definitely to hold back and see what we're working with. But having said that, thank you all so much for tuning in. We're kicking it off. We're being regular. Every Tuesdays, we're gonna be on trying to do these premieres. It's been actually a lot of fun showing up and hanging out with everybody for a little bit while these videos go on. So for future self that is in the chat listening to myself talk about myself, how you doing? And to everybody else, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I hope you're all having a great morning, evening, night, whenever you may be watching this. And until next time, we'll see you later.